Hey, how you guys doing? This your girl, Cigar Lady Annette.
And Becky with Cigar Damas.
And we have a special guest. And who are you, young lady?
Monique Jones, Cigar Bar Tech.
I'm sorry, that's not Monique Jones from...
Oh, Mojo Consulting and Training.
Which brings us to why Monique is here. So, as you know, our shows are unscripted for our 4 followers that we have.
Yeah.
Because we pretty much do this for our own enjoyment. But I am Cigar Lady Annette, also repping Cigar Street Life.
Are you going to get it right this time?
No.
You're not even going to try?
I'm not even going to, we're just going to go with Cigar Street Life.
There you go.
Miss Cigar Dama here does not have any of her gear on today, but you know, you can find her on Cigar Damas on Facebook. You can find Cigar Street Life on Facebook. And so we now, what are we going to talk about?
I don't know. Would you have a good juicy subject or?
So this is going to be about Monique today.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, ladies.
So Monique moved here in November from the DMV area, which, you know, I did as well. So she and I used to do cigar events in Maryland. But now Monique has taken it to a whole nother level. So give us a good 2-minute introduction about yourself.
Okay.
And then we'll go there with the questions afterwards.
So, my name is Monique Jones, and I am known as Cigar Bar Tech. And so, the reason it's Cigar Bar Tech is because I used to bartend back in the day. So, I promoted in like Baltimore for like 13 years. And so, after that, I was like, all right, let me do something else. I got thrown behind the bar, became a bartender, and in the midst of doing that, I did mobile bartending. And so, along the way, I started smoking. One of my girlfriends dragged me into smoking, kicking and screaming, because I was like, I don't want to smoke. I did it socially back in 2010. And so, I started smoking, and then all of a sudden, I started doing mobile cigars. And ended up meeting Michelle, dragged her kicking and screaming, because I was doing
Yeah, that was about 2018, 2019.
because I was doing mobile bartending, so I might as well do cigars. So that's how I came up with Cigar Bar Tech. And so it was really Cigar Bar Technician is how you can find me on Instagram, because you know you're a technician, be it at the bar or be it at cigars, you're still a technician of something. So that's how that became. And after a while, you know, I said, I like the industry. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do in the industry.
Which, not to cut you off, which brings you to, we already know about all the different events. Monique has a new venture that she is working on. So PCA.
Yes.
Ladies of PCA.
Women of PCA.
Nice. Or women of PCA.
Right.
Yes.
So I started going to the PCA events. I became a PCA member. So this is my 3rd year as a PCA member. And a year and a half ago, they started Women of PCA.
Nice.
Because we really needed to do something with the women in the industry and figure out how we could support them.
Yes.
And so I was like, sign me up. PCA is more about advocacy. And so my biggest thing has always been, you know, it's cute that we go out, we do all this, it's relaxation, this is why we smoke, but what happens if legislation's pulled and you can't smoke at all?
That's right.
If your permits aren't in and they shut your lounge down, it's too smoky next door, so they're complaining and now you gotta go. So I'm a component that I think you need to work on the advocacy part so that we can help shops to stay open from the retail perspective. So that's how I kind of rolled into Mojo Consulting and Training. And to make that really quick, I haven't been a trainer. My career is trainer in IT. So I've been training for years in everything. I'm an alcohol awareness trainer, tip certified trainer. I've been doing that for 9 years. And so I was like, I'm old and I don't want to sling drinks anymore. I don't want to get behind the bar. I don't want to set up a table. I don't want to do any of that. So how are you going to figure out what to do?
Exactly.
So I was Ryan back. I said, you know what? I can train everything.
That's right. Pivot, girl.
Yeah. I'm already training the alcohol awareness, so why can't I train cigars? Every time, and you guys know, being behind the table, when you sell shirts, cigars, whatever, you're actually educating the consumer, right?
Yes.
So that's what I was doing. So I started educating the consumer And then Mojo Consulting and Training just came about, and I was like, you know what? Let me figure out how to help brands and how to help retailers, and how can I be of support to them. So I kind of just started going around going, what do you need help with? You know, if you come in the lounge, what are you short on?
Like the Leaf Angels.
Like correct. What do you need help with? And so I started doing that with the PCA. I've had two brands, and I went with one year, Arson Cigars. I went with Araya and his company, and yeah, it was good.
I love arson. Yeah.
So I went with Arson Cigars, and I did it with him, and I saw all the disconnects, and I was like, how can I be of service? And so I focused on that. And then this year we bought Rooster Smokehouse Cigars, now going to be RSH, and we brought them this year. And I brought a team, social media team and a network development team to come out and assist me. And so we were able to just give them support and information they didn't know. You know, Chauncey Ross used to be a rep for Drunk Chicken. So he came out, he was able to tell them because he worked PCA. So that was a great help to them for their first time. And the same thing with Shanika Smith, which is Diva.
She is a diva.
She is Diva.
Girl is fly.
All the time.
All the
Works
time.
at Emerson Cigars as their event coordinator. So her social media content is fly. So I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you come out and work the social media. And so she started Mojo Consultant page at Mojo Consultant Train, and she's been running it ever since. So that's where I am. And so I just out there and pretty much just working. So event coordination and supporting is just one side of it. But, you know, standing up, helping the retailers and anything they need. That's
awesome.
So for those of you, those of our 4 listeners, if you have anybody who might need Monique's assistance, definitely look her up. I'll put her information at the end. But we can't get, we have to do one of our fun topics also.
Okay.
We need a juicy one.
Yeah. So Monique.
Oh God! I hate when she call my name, y'all.
And when she says it like that, you know that she was about to drop.
Get
Like
ready,
so.
Tell us something that drives you nuts. We probably have already talked about it because, you know, I'm in lounges. Monique is like to the 20th power of me.
Not the 20th power.
Yeah. So tell us something about what you see going on in lounges that drives you nuts. Like just one thing.
One thing that just drives me nuts. There's several things, but one thing that probably irritates me at this point, or I'm like, what are you doing? Would probably be lounges right now with their ventilation. I think that's the biggest thing for me. And being from the DMV, it's like even the really nice lounges, they want to freeze you out so that so you can breathe, because they can't. They need the
Right.
They need the air on in order for you the smoke to get out.
Right.
And then it just sucks, everything gets sucked out.
Yeah.
And so for me, as going around to the different lounges, or you got the ones that are going to open the front door or open the back door. It's hot outside. You got stuff running around outside in the back. Pulls out the air.
Which is not good for women our age.
Right.
Oh my Lord.
We're dealing with menopause. We do not. We need that AC all the time.
And no one wants to go back and forth. And then your clothes, when you get home, you're like, oh, this is going outside.
Oh no, it feels like it's in my ear, went throughout the other ear, came out my nostrils.
Right.
It's horrible.
Yes.
So for the retailers, I know cigars are very important. Yes, it is.
Sure.
But it is so important that you consult with it's not necessarily an HVAC, because it's not the HVAC. It's somebody who specializes in ventilation systems.
Yes.
It's not those boxes. It has to be a system that turns, that brings that air in, pulls that air out, cleans it, brings it back in. It has to work with your AC. They have to work hand in hand. So it's so important for you guys to like get it right on the first go around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially,
so
I
focus
mean,
on that.
figure out what your capacity max is and assume if everyone was in there smoking,
Correct.
every single person to full
Correct.
capacity
Yes.
smoking, not just, okay, well, if half capacity or whatever, but full capacity, and make sure you're able to keep up with what they would be putting out smoke wise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because I'm as a woman, sometimes I take my bra off and we may hang it up on the door, and I'm
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
I'm gonna wear it again tomorrow. There's been times coming out of Summer Lounge, I picked up the bra, was up, I was like,
Yeah, like everything smells.
yeah.
Your
and
hair,
I'm like under
your
my
hair.
clothes, my
Yeah.
bra. It acts like it got my bra. Oh shit!
Yes. Yes.
It's see through. It's see
I
through.
was like, we can't wear it again. I'm like, now I gotta wash my daggone bras again, and I was like,
Yeah,
it's been
it's-
only one wear. No,
You
no,
guys
no, no,
always
no.
want ladies to come smoke with you, but you're not doing all the proper things to try to get the ladies in there to smoke with you. But people like me that I don't really give two rats patoots because I don't do too much with my hair anyway. You know, I
Yeah.
slap a hat on and call it a day.
Yeah.
So-
Well, for me, one of the things, and I was at Smoking-O's in Pennsylvania last month, and it's the first time I've ever seen Whip Out. So I'm a big proponent of Whip Out. I tell everybody about Whip Out because they have a spray that you can use.
I have some in my car.
Do you?
Yeah.
And, right. And so also you just put it in the ashtray. I put it in my to-go ashtray and put it in the car, and it kind of assists with that.
Mhm.
But when I get home, because they're braids, I
Yeah.
spray my hair, my braids, my everything, and then I hang it, and it works. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not- yeah. So I'm
You can
not.
get it on Amazon. So
Yeah,
FYI.
Amazon.
I didn't realize you could use it for like clothes and everything.
clothes,
Yeah.
Whip
Oh,
Out.
wow.
Yeah.
And it works very well. It's not like somebody's like use for breeze. What do they say? Use for breeze or like use
Yeah,
dryer
Febreze
sheets.
doesn't work, yeah.
Febreze doesn't work. Dryer sheets don't work. All that other stuff doesn't work. But the Whip Out is one of the products, and Poof is the other product that I've seen that works.
Poof?
It's called Poof. And so,
Oh, okay. I haven't
So-
heard of that one.
so Poof, POOPH. It's like $20-something a bottle. But what I can tell you is that it's actually for dogs that urinate on your carpet.
Oh.
So you spray it and it breaks it down and takes the
smell.
out of it. Does the same thing for smell.
Oh, nice.
So when I don't have the Whip Out, I haven't ordered it, I use that. Spray myself, my hair and everything, and it
You're good
works
to go.
really well. Yeah, so that's what I use, the solution to places where the ventilation is
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
They're working on it.
Well, we don't do too long of a show, so that pretty much wraps it up. Again, I'll have Monique's information at the end of this show. I'll have Cigar Dama's information and mine as well. So if you want to purchase any of our apparel, or if you want some information on how Monique can help you with your business, all that information will be at the end. Thank you, and thank you for joining us
Thank you
on
guys for having
on
me
such a
on.
short notice.
Hey, I appreciate even being on and being with these two lovely ladies.
Oh.
Thank you.
Make sure you get out there and get their
Well, I'm in the middle of greatness right here. I'm just surrounded by it.
Oh.
People are going to be jealous when they see this. They're like, Becky had the right seat. I sure did, y'all.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Have a good one. Bye.